earlier off the track so he can give us the opportunity to a couple other cars here that has not hot lapped yet. As usual, some of them like to hot lap a few extra laps, and of course, Mr. Flagman says, no. Not going to let that happen here at Thunderhill Raceway Park this evening. Still trying to get the 17 car of Charles McKay off the track so we can allow Hayden Green, who was actually in the class before, to get a few hot laps in. Hayden Green changing from the last class, which was the Bombers, over to his factory stock. Almaville B5 rolling by in our factory stock class. That's John Bowling out of Rockville, Tennessee. As Mr. Flagman keeps an eye on the track, watches our number 22 coming by. He should be getting the yellow flag this time by, and he is. As he takes the yellow flag, hopefully now we can get Mr. McKay off the track as well. As Hayden pulls that number 22 hot rod of his to the top side of the track down the back stretch, he'll be exiting off of turn number 3. And as soon as we get our track clear and safe for our youngsters, we'll get our kids' mini cup out here on the track. Kids Mini Cup to the track. Kids Mini Cup to the track. Hunt the front late models to the staging area. Your qualifying is next. Hunt the front staging. Hunt the front super lates to the staging area. Kids Mini Cup to the track. Kids Mini Cup to the track. As we're trying to lead our Mini Cup drivers out on the track, our pace car is pulled out, and now we're waiting on our Kids Mini Cup to make their way onto the track. Must have one stalled at the front of the pack here. I see them pulling some through the pit area as well. As we're trying to get our Kids Mini Cup out here on the track. Hunt the front super late models to the staging area. Hunt the front super late models to the staging area. Your qualifying is next. We'll lock in our top 10 as our 50-50 raffle drawing ladies are making their way by you folks in the grandstands. Pay attention to that. One lucky winner going to take home half the pot here at intermission time. Welcome out, everyone, to Thunderhill Raceway Park. Those of you here, and welcome those that's watching at home on huntthefront.tv. As our Mark Field's third annual Memorial Race going on, or weekend actually going on here tonight and tomorrow night. $5,000 to the winner tonight. I think tomorrow night's a $15,000 to the winner, if I'm not mistaken. As if you're watching us on Hunt the Front, you're seeing a couple of these cars back in the pits up on the jack stands, getting work done to them. They're getting all the details. Also, live on Facebook and YouTube as well. Hope all of you guys tuned in, and welcome out to Thunderhill Raceway Park again, just outside of Summertown, Tennessee. Here on our 3/8 mile dirt track, talking about some high banks. That's the high banks here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. As our Kids Mini Cup making their way out here onto the track now, as you can see. Got Carter Vatnagriff in that 13 JR. As you're seeing it on huntthefront.tv right now. As the field, we're still waiting on other drivers out of the field. In the 127, Shelby Martin also on the track. And one of our several-time winners here on the track in that 08, that's going to be Wyatt Carroll. Wyatt Carroll rolling through turns 3 and 4 at this time. He's pulled off several feature wins here at Thunderhill Raceway Park, as well as just up the road at Tennessee National Raceway. One of our good kids mini cup drivers taking several victories. Again, that was in the 08 of Wyatt Carroll. As we're still getting a few of them pushed off, coming out on the track. There's another one coming out on the track off of turn 2 on the backstretch. Making his way down the backstretch, getting that car tuned up as well. Wyatt Carroll still passing by. Mr. Flagman still waving the yellow flag as these cars getting warmed up. That was the 228 that rode onto the track. Josh Stewart driving that 228 hot rod. Again, this is our kids mini cup on the track. This is the future of dirt track racing right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching them live right now. In our kids mini cup. Hunt the front super late models to the staging area. Your qualifying is next. Hunt the front super late models, group number 1 in qualifying. You're next. As track owner, Mr. Jason Walker makes his way to the infield. Here's the green flag. Hubs throw the green flag. We're green flag hot lapping here. Kids mini cup style at Thunderhill Raceway Park. As Wyatt Carroll sends that 08 through turns 1 and 2, gets a little slideways. As there goes the 13 of Caleb Vandergriff as well down the backstretch now. And the number 12 of Luke Inman making his way around a couple of cars down the backstretch. Luke Inman, another one of those tough drivers here in our kids mini cup. He is not. As our kids mini cup finishing their hot lap session here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. And at that time, it's that time for our Hunt the Front drivers to be making their way back out here onto the track. So I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Roby and Mr. Tommy as well. We'll get them back here on the horn for our Hunt the Front super late models. We're going to have a great night of racing here. Roby, I'm telling you what, I was sitting there watching their hot lap session, and you want to talk about some fast cars and a lot of competitive cars. I'm looking forward to this race this evening.
This is going to be good. And, I mean, you've got the first group that was out for hot laps. Track has changed considerably since they came out, so now we're going to get to see who is the best at reading a racetrack, can throw that set up on the car and get out there and make the top 5 in their group.
And that's all they've got to do right now is make that top 5. But they got to do that in order to get that guaranteed spot in the night's race.
That is correct. Looks like we are going to bring all the cars out, stage them in the infield.
Once again, race fans, want to welcome each and every one of you watching live on HuntTheFrontTV.com and our Hunt the Front TV Facebook page right now. You see that QR code right there on the screen.
That's that squiggly thing.
Yeah, you can scan that right now, and you can let us know, take a picture, and let us know where you're watching from. Get the fans involved. Let us know where you're watching from around the world. So scan that QR code right there on the screen, and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to share those later on this evening, but nonetheless, Roby, getting ready for qualifying.
Well, you can tell how high-tech I am. What's that squiggly thing called?
QR code.
QR code.
You scan it with your phone, and the link pops up, and you're able to upload your picture or whatever. Or let everybody know where you're watching from around the world on Hunt the Front TV or Hunt the Front Facebook page.
So I wouldn't want to put the picture where I was last night then?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Just depends on where you were, of course, but... Well, we've got our first 18 drivers going to have Group 1 and make their way out onto the speedway for qualifying. Josh Putnam, the fastest in hot laps with a 12.001. So we'll be looking to see if we can't get down into that 11-second bracket. I do believe they said 11.114 was the track record here at Thunderhill in the super late model division.
Corey Hedgecock going to be the first one to roll out in that 23 car. He'll be followed by Peyton Freeman. In the F1 car, the 67, Michael Walker out of Franklin, Tennessee will be third car out. Fourth will be Seth McCormick in the S4. Fifth will be the 59 of Dillard Hatchett. And sixth will be the J27 of Jay Scott.
And don't forget, race fans, no heat races tonight. So qualifying going to count be all that more important here tonight. The top 5 from each one of the groups will qualifying 11.166. Is the track record here at the Thunderhill Raceway Park. And we'll be looking to start with Corey Hedgecock, Peyton Freeman, see if they can set down a quick time. And we saw some very fast times, very close times in the hot lap session. So this is going to be very, very important to set a good time.
Well, Tommy, while you were back there getting ready to come up, Lee and I were talking about these first 6 cars that are coming out. They were the first 6 cars to come out on the racetrack, and it was still a little bit greasy out there. So they're going to have a completely different racetrack than what they had when they were hot lapping. So look for some of the veterans. The cream will come to the top, as they say, because those are the guys that are good at reading a racetrack and know what's set up to put under that car for the current track conditions.
Yeah, you got some heavy hitters here in group number 1, heavy hitters in group number 2, 36 drivers in all. And we'll narrow that bill down to 24 for the 30-lap main event here tonight. $5,000 to win for the 3rd annual Mark Fields Memorial here at Thunderhill. Qualifying, get ready to come your way. The cars getting lined up, set on the racetrack. My Race Pass, qualifying.
We'll qualify them 2 cars at a time. So Corey Hedgecock and Peyton Freeman, pair of veterans, will be coming out as our first 2 cars. They'll set the mark to shoot for the rest of the 16 other cars that'll be coming out in Group A.
An absolutely awesome turnout. Awesome turnout of fans in the grandstands as well tonight on a Friday night as well. You're competing with Friday night football has already started back, but, man, you've got a great turnout in the grandstands as well for a Friday night. $5,000 to win with Hunt Front Super Dirt Series here at Thunderhill. Be a lot of fun later on tonight with the last chance qualifiers and 30-lap main event. But we got qualifying to get through right now. And your first 2 getting ready to make their way out onto the speedway.
Coming out first in car number 23 out of Loudon, Tennessee. Finished 6th in the World 100 last weekend in the BMF race cars, Eagle Racing Engines, BMF chassis. It's Corey Hedgecock. Following him out in the F1 machine. Out of Commerce, Georgia, the Shelton Trucking, Freeman Plumbing, Capital Race car for Peyton Freeman. Green flag is out. Working their first of 2 qualification laps. They'll be looking at the white flag coming by this time as they will put their first lap officially on time in the books.
Yeah, Corey Hedgecock with a 13.144. His first time around the speedway. First lap for Freeman. He'll go 12.329. So Hedgecock going to look at do a little better on lap number 2. And he will go 12.56. He'll remain second. Quick Peyton Freeman, 12.32. His best time around the speedway, 12.329 for Peyton Freeman and an F1.
Next 2 cars scheduled to roll out in car number 67 after a 10-year hiatus out of Franklin, Tennessee. Brand new race car for Michael Walker. Car 64, the S4 That'll be Seth McCormick out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama. The Long Lewis Ford BMF with an Eagle engine underneath the hood.
So Walker on the gas. He'll come around to get the green flag this time. He'll have 2 laps to set the quick time around the Thunderhill Raceway Park. McCormick on the gas as well. The green flag is out.
12:3:29, the mark to shoot for. Set by Peyton Freeman.
McCormick gets the green flag. First lap for Walker will be 13:4:81. He'll put him through quick right now. McCormick will come around for lap number 1. We'll see what his time is. McCormick on lap number 1 will go 12:5:33. Puts him second quick. Walker go 13:4:82. His best time around the speedway. McCormick up to second quick. Can he go any faster on lap number 2? 12:4:02 for Seth McCormick. He'll remain second quick, but he gets faster on lap number 2.
12:3:29. Peyton Freeman still the mark to shoot for. Coming out next, it'll be the 59 car. Out of Connorsville, Tennessee, the Journey Logging Special for Dillard Hatchett. He'll be followed out by the J27 from Fayetteville, Tennessee. The Baird Trucking Elite Concrete Longhorn for Jay Scott. Both drivers coming around for the green flag this time by as they begin their 2-lap qualification runs in My Race Pass qualifying.
Hatchett coming around to complete lap number 1 of his qualifying. His first lap time will be, he'll go to third quick, 12:4:71. His best time around the speedway. Scott will go fifth quick with a 12:63. Hatchett on lap number 2. He'll remain third quick with a 12:4:71. And Scott coming around to complete lap number 2, and it will be 12:4:59. That'll move him up to third quick.
Next 2 cars to roll out. Car number 14, Junior. Currently a top 10 driver in the point standings out of St. Augustine, Florida, in the Mills Concrete Integra Shocks. Black Diamond with an H&R engine under the hood. Young Trey Mills. He'll be followed out by the 78 car. He's from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. The Allied Auto Parts Ben Bricado Auto Sales Special for Matthew Bricado.
Trey Mills on the gas. Green flag is out for the young 15-year-old driver out of Florida. He'll come around on lap number 1. We'll see what his time is. Bricado, he had a quick lap in hot laps. Takes the green flag as well. Mills will go 6 quick with a 12:6:46. Bricado going to come around on lap number 1. And he will go to 7 quick, 13:2:75. He'll look to pick up the pace on lap number 2. Mills on lap number 2. He will go second quick with a 12:3:70. Trey Mills goes to second quick.
That'll bump Corey Hedgecock out of the top 5. Dillard Hatchett now 5th quick at 12:4:72. Next 2 cars are rolling out in car number 388. Rookie of the Year point leader out of Ocala, Florida, 8th overall in the points. The Triple Crown Trailers. Down to earth, Black Diamond with an H&R engine. It'll be Jackson Highs. Car number 25, the driver out of Zebulon, Georgia. In the Capital Race Cars House Car, SCCS Solutions Capital, it'll be Shane Clanton.
The Georgia Bulldog already on the gas, coming around to complete lap number 1. He'll have some problems and turn around out of turn number 4. Shane Clanton, he'll bring out the caution here in qualifying.
And I believe he'll still have both laps coming to him. I don't think he came around to, he did spin out before he took the green, so he will have 2 laps coming to him when we get ready to go back to green flag qualifying.
So Clanton going to turn it back around, and we'll get ready to drop the hammer once again. Probably wind him up before we turn him loose. Jackson Heiss, your current Rookie of the Year, top Rookie of the Year contender with the Hunts Front Super Dirt Series. They'll come around, take the green flag next time by. Still have not completed a lap for each of these 2 drivers. So we'll try it again.
So Jackson Highs will be first to come down and take the green flag. Here comes the Georgia Bulldog, Shane Clanton. He's on the clock.
Clanton, the Southern All-Stars winner here back in July. Looking for another big win as well. Heiss, he will go 7th quick with a 12:6:63 on lap number 1. Clanton will go 3rd quick with a 12:3:82. Second lap for Heiss will be 12:6:24, so not going to improve. Heiss will go 8th quick. And Shane Clinton will remain third quick with a 12.382. Going to take his first lap. Problems on lap number 2.
So that'll bump Hatchet out of the top 5. Now on the hot seat, fifth quick will be the J27 of Jay Scott at 12.46. That'll bring out our next two qualifiers, the 44D out of Salem, Alabama, the Riverside window and door. Cook Heating and Air Rocket with a Clements engine. Dalton Cook, car number 2. Dusty Quillen out of Florence, Alabama, the Power Pro Line Solutions Green Thumb Lawn Special.
Dalton Cook in the 44D is Southern All-Star feature winner of the Super Late Models here at Thunderhill in 2023 on the clock. He will go ninth quick on lap number 1, 12.70. Quillian having some problems, 15.01. He'll have to improve on lap number 2. Second lap time for Cook, 12.70, so he'll remain ninth quick. And Quillian, problems in the 2 machine. Going to come to a slow pace on the back straightaway. And
So,
not going to get lap number 2 in.
So Jay Scott stays alive, fifth quick, 12.46. Time to beat for fast time, 12.329, set by our second car out, Peyton Freeman in the F1 car.
There you see some nose damage on the 2 machine of Quillian. Not sure how that happened here in qualifying, but his qualifying will come to an end. 15.012. Going to be 12th quick out of 12 drivers thus far.
Next two cars scheduled to hit the speedway in car number 15 out of Spring Hill, Tennessee, the Dixon Plumbing. Lazy Hog Barbecue Longhorn for Braden Skinner. And in car number 28 from Spring Hill, Tennessee, the Sunset Marina Mid-State Construction Special for Justin Maxwell.
Dalton Cook going to have one more lap around the speedway as the caution came out for Quillian. So his second lap time will be 12.77. So he'll remain ninth quick with a 12.70 for the 44D of Dalton Cook.
Jay Scott lives on. Let's see what happened to the 2 car. Got up into fluff at the high part of the racetrack. You can see him bulldozing that dirt up on the outside. So now Braden Skinner in the 15. Justin Maxwell, the 28, on the racetrack. Green flag coming out.
Braden Skinner working down the back straightaway, coming around to complete lap number 1. The top 5 transfer to the main event. Can he get there on lap number 1? His first lap will be 13.094. Going to have some work to do on lap number 2. Maxwell coming around to complete lap number 1. His lap time, 13.481. Put him 12th quick right now. Skinner on lap number 2, 12.958. He'll go 10th quick. Maxwell not going to change as well, 13.293. He'll remain 12th quick on lap number 2. So
Jay Scott hanging on, but we got some heavy hitters coming up in our final 4 in Group 1. Car C6 out of Hohenwald, Tennessee, the Zippy Auto Sales CFR Race Parts Rocket with a J. Dickens Power Plant for Oakley Johns. Car number 3 out of Spring Hill, Tennessee, the Gateway Tire Dixon Plumbing Longhorn for Brad Skinner.
John's on the clock right now, shooting for the 5th place spot. Jay Scott has it. He's on the bubble right now. John's coming around to complete lap number 1. His lap time will be 12.878. It'll go 10th quick. First lap for Skinner, 12.584. That'll put him 8th quick right now. Going to pick up the pace on lap number 2. Johns on lap number 2, 13.461. That will not improve his time. And Skinner on lap number 2, 12.665. He'll remain 8th quick.
So Jay Scott hanging on that 5th quick at 12.46, 12.329. That's the time to beat to get quick time. Last 2 drivers coming out. They are 4th and 2nd, respectively, in the point standings. In car number 10 out of Milton, Florida, the Kubota Tractors Capital Race Car. It'll be Joseph Joyner. And in car number 16 with 2 wins on the season out of Fort Payne, Alabama, the Agor Steel, Colton Farms Longhorn for slamming Sammy Seawright. Can they get in the top 5?
Last 2 of Group A set to hit the racetrack here in My Race Pass qualifying. Looking for the hot to front Joseph Joyner to roll out onto the speedway. And he will do so. He'll come around get on the gas and take the green flag next time by. Slam & Sammy, new paint scheme coming out this weekend in the car number 16. As Joyner coming around to turn number 4, have some problems right there, but he'll take the green flag anyway.
It's crunch time to make the top 5. Here comes Joyner.
First lap time for Joyner will be 12:6:33. 12:6:33. That'll put him 10th quick right now. Seawright coming around to complete lap number 1. 12:6:62 puts him 11th quick, so 10th and 11th. Joyner on lap number 2, 12:667.
Are they looking at Concyland?
Seawright on lap number 2. Can he improve 12:568? He will go to 8th quick, and both of those drivers will go to the last chance qualifier.
So in Group A, your fast qualifier, the F1 car, with a time of 12.329. How about a nice round of applause for Peyton Freeman? Trey Mills will be second quick in the 14R. Shane Clanton third quick in the 25. Seth McCormick fourth quick in the S4 car. And in the J27, Jay Scott fifth fastest. So we have got some local favorites that are in the show.
How about the difference between 5th and 6th right there? 12.46 for Scott in 5th and 12.47 for Dillard Hatchard in 6th. So 100 of a second difference. The difference from a transfer to the main event to a last chance qualifier.
What's that, about 1/3 of the time it takes to wink your eye?
Yeah, that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But nonetheless,
that's what, about maybe 18 inches on the racetrack?
It's very, very close. We got one more group set to hit the speedway. Another 18 drivers or so.
Don't you just love the drama? Top 5.
Top 5. That's
out of 18, a group of 18.
Peyton Freeman, 12.329. Not quite as fast as the 12 zeros that we saw in the hot lap session, but still very fast and very competitive, very close times all the way down the board right there. And
you know, you've got some favorites that, I mean, top 10 drivers that are going to be kind of in the middle of the pack for the start of the last chance qualifying races.
Yeah, you got some drivers that are, second in the point. Sam Seawright, he's going to have to come from last chance qualifier. Joseph Joyner qualifying 11th. He's going to have to come from one of those B mains as well. Dalton Cook, a former Southern All-Star winner, he'll have to come from a last chance qualifier. So a lot of great drivers not transferring in the qualifying session just shows you how very important this qualifying is on night number 1 of these Hunt the Front races. And Peyton Freeman setting a quick time in group number 1.
You think those provisionals are going to be the hot ticket tonight?
Oh, absolutely.
Hotly contested.
Might have a little drama in the pits over those provisionals. We'll see. We'll see that later on.
We've got some top 10 drivers coming out in Group B. Got your point leader coming out. He's about midway through the field. Brandon Overton in the 11 car. You got the 12, Ashton Winger. He'll be the 5th car out. He's third in the points.
Fastest in overall hot laps, Josh Putnam. He's in this group in Group B. And car number 212, he'll be one of the first drivers out there on the speedway.
Zach Mitchell, top 4 driver. He'll be the 4th car out.
You got Ashton Winger back there, currently 3rd in the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series standings. He'll come out 6th. And just been informed we will not do a fast qualifier interview tonight. We'll save that for the big show tomorrow night with the $15,000 on the line. So no fast qualifier interview tonight.
Moving this program right along tonight. Got a little late start tonight, so we're going to try to get everything underway, get it done, and get you out of here at a respectable hour. The Hunt the Front feature will be the second one out tonight.
So My Race Pass fast qualifiers on the season. Brandon Overton leads that with 3. He'll be in group number 2. Can he get his 4th fast qualifier here tonight at Thunderhill? We'll find out here in just a little bit.
Coming up right after our qualifying, we'll go into heat races for the mini stocks, the bombers. Then we'll have our last chance qualifying races for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. Then factory stock heats and kids mini cup heats before we get into a quick intermission.
So getting all the drivers out on the racetrack for Group B for My Race Pass qualifying with the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series here tonight. Should be about 18 drivers making their way out onto the speedway. We'll qualify them 2 at a time. The top 5 once again will transfer directly to the main event. Everybody else is going to have to try it in the last chance qualifier coming up in a couple of races from now. We'll get them staged and get them ready to go.
Hayden Cowan, car number 14, will be the first one out. He'll be followed out by the 212 Josh Putnam, defending series champion.
Putnam, another one of those drivers that knows how to get around the Thunderhill Raceway. He's got a few super late model victories to his credit here at this racetrack. He'll be one of the favorites here tonight. He was the fastest in dirt draft hot laps overall between the two groups. So he'll be coming up first, and we'll see if he can set quick time once again.
And he's still in that championship hunt, currently 6th in the point standings.
Yeah, very close chase right now. Only 150 points difference between 1 through 6 right now in the standings. Still quite a few races to go, and still plenty of opportunity to make up the ground in those races here coming up as the season winds down. Only a few more races left on the schedule, but still plenty of time to make up the difference.
Be going to Talladega Short Track for NASCAR weekend in 2 weeks. Racing both Friday and Saturday night. Season finale going to be the first weekend in November at I-75 Raceway in my home country, McMinn County, Tennessee, Sweetwater, Tennessee.
Got to make it over there one time before. Absolutely beautiful facility. And I just love the scenery over there at I-75.
I visited this area 31 years ago and decided to stay. Came from Florida, from the beaches. Man, I like the change of season and the mountains and the hills, and don't have that in Florida.
You don't hear that from a lot of people, from the beaches to the mountains.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Todd Hutto sitting down the way from us here. He's the same way. He's an Alabama boy now. He came up here from Tampa Bay.
We'll get them all staged out there on the speedway. Should have 18 drivers out there on the racetrack here in Group B of the My Race Pass qualifying.
When I come to Hunter Front races, it's kind of a reunion. Guys that I've worked with through the years at different places are now working here with Hunt the Front. And working here at Thunderhill Raceway, flipping burgers back there, is my cousin, Todd Padgett. Hadn't seen him in a few years.
Quite the reunion here tonight. You know, it's been 6 years since you and I worked together, and
That's
here
right.
we are back again tonight here at Thunderhill. Got to work the King of the Crates about 5 or 6 years ago over at the North Alabama Speedway when you were crate racing USA. And we got some graphics on the screen right now. Quite a few people watching.
Oh, there's that squiggly thing again.
There you go. There's that QR code that we've been talking about. You got people sending in their pictures. You can scan that QR code, watching live on Hunt the Front TV or Hunt the Front Facebook page. Hunt the Front TV Facebook page.
Hey, whoever's got the broken leg, get well soon.
Yeah, those broken legs are definitely not fun. So get well soon. But, you know, wherever you're watching from, scan that QR code right there on the screen. Send in your picture. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know your setup of how you're watching the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series here tonight. Nonetheless, qualifying underway, Group B.
First car out, car number 14 for Hayden Cowan out of Rincon, Georgia. The supply chain management, Wise Forest Products product with a Clements engine. 212, Josh Putnam, defending series champion out of Florence, Alabama. The Zippy Auto Sales, Morris Brothers Construction Rocket with a J. Dickens power plant.
Cowan will go 12.50 on his first lap time. Putnam will come around on lap number 1. His lap time will be 12.3084 for Josh Putnam. He'll go quick time already. Second lap for Cowan at 12.414. Still second quick. He goes faster, but remains second. Putnam will go 11.94. We winner in the 11-second bracket officially. Josh Putnam goes 11.94 in Group B.
And boy, did that send a shockwave down the staging lane down there. Next two cars out, car number 45 out of White Bluff, Tennessee, the Mid-Tennessee Motorsports Machine for Logan Brown. Car number 57 currently tied for fourth in the point standings out of Honorary, South Carolina, the Clary Hood SoCal Chemical Colton Farm Special for Zach Mitchell.
So Putnam picking it up almost 0.4 of a second from where he was in the dirt draft hot laps here just a little bit ago, going to the quick time. First lap time for Logan Brown, 14.007, so he'll have some work to do. And Mitchell having some problems out of turn number 4, loops it around, and the caution will come out. So the caution coming out here in wave number 2 of Group B. And I do believe Brown will get one more lap attempt, and Mitchell may get one lap as well.
First lap will be the throwaway lap, so he'll get another lap to lay a time down. I think that these guys have got a little pressure underneath them, getting that top 5.
I think Josh Putnam just put up a lot of pressure on everybody right there at 11.944. The first driver to break into the 11-second bracket is there. You see the replay of Zach Mitchell right there on your screen. Fourth in the standings coming into tonight. And gets in the rough stuff over there in turn number 4, up into the wall.
Hello, wall.
And hello, caution. Out of turn number 4 for Zach Mitchell in car number 57. Tough break.
Fortunately, doesn't look like he did that much damage to that right rear quarter panel. So now we will have both cars come around to the white flag.
So the white flag out this time for Logan Brown. White flag will be out for Mitchell as well. Brown going to have some work to do. 14.00 on his first lap time. His second lap time will be 12.648. So improves quite a bit right there. We'll go to third quick. And Mitchell is one lap 12.36. He'll go second quick in his one lap attempt.
Couple of fast young competitors coming out next. In car number 12 out of Hampton, Georgia, the Jeff Matthews Motorsports, Kerrs Kaiser Manufacturing Rocket for Ashton Winger. And in the 116 car, third generation driver out of Crossville, Tennessee, the Henderson Motorsports, Weaver Properties Longhorn for Cameron Weaver.
So Winger on the gas. Air Force Ashton Winger comes in tonight third in the standings, 94 points behind Brandon Overton. First lap time for Winger going to be 12.187. He'll get a second quick for the Air Force, Ashton Winger. Weaver going to come around on lap number 1. His first lap time, 12.65. It'll put him 6 quick. And Winger goes 12.176 on lap number 2. That'll remain second quick.
He tickled that 11-second bracket.
And no change for Cameron Weaver. He will remain 6 quick with a 12.657. His best time on lap number 1.
Speaking of third-generation drivers, we got a fourth-generation driver coming out next, the M2 car. ATC Bolts Rookie of the Year candidate, currently 10th in the point standings from Birmingham, Alabama, the CRM Motors ASC Warranty Special for Caden Mullinax. He'll be followed out by the 79 car out of Dawsonville, Georgia, the Colton Farms BHR Fabrication Hicks Racing Special for the veteran Donald McIntosh.
And the first lap time coming up for the Rookie of the Year contender, Caden Mullinax. His first lap time will be 13.667 on lap number 1. Going to have to improve on that just a little bit. McIntosh will go 12.476. That'll put him 5th quick right now on the bubble. Mullinax on lap number 2, 13.23. He'll remain 8th quick. McIntosh on lap number 2, 12.396. He will go to 4th quick. And that'll put Hayden Cohen on the bubble and car number 14 out of our 8 drivers.
Not a good time to be on the bubble because coming out next, the current point leader with 2 wins on the season in car number 11. Out of Evans, Georgia, the Muscle Factory Wells Motorsports Infinity with Clements Power. It's big, sexy Brandon Overton. He'll be followed out by the number 29 car out of Winchester, Tennessee. The Hangers Hardwood Flooring Hanger Farms Special for Christian Hanger.
Overton with 2 wins on the season. Also has 3 My Race Pass Fast Qualifier awards on the season. Looking for number 4 here tonight. And Christian Hanger, the 2023 Markfield Memorial Champion in the limited late model division. As Overton goes 12-2-33 on his first lap. Good for 3rd quick. Hanger on lap number 1 coming around. It will be 12-6-7-2. He'll go 9th quick. And Overton will go 12-1-4-5. He'll move to 2nd quick.
Boy, it's getting close up at the top of that list. It's going to take a good lap, I think, to get in that top 5.
And Hanger will keep his first lap, 12-6-7-2. Good enough for 9th quick out of the first 10 qualifiers. Brandon Overton going to go to 2nd quick. He'll knock Hayden Cohen down to position number 6, and will put Donald McIntosh on the bumble with our next 2 drivers.
Car 2S will be next out of La Cruces, New Mexico. The Mesilla Valley Transportation Category 5 with a Clements engine under the hood for Stormy Scott. And the 12F car out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee for Jack Franklin. Green flag coming out. Franklin coming to the green flag. Both drivers on the clock.
Looking for a 12-3-9 or better for Stormy Scott on lap number 1. His time will be 12-5-4-7. Good enough for 7th quick and have to improve just a little bit to get in those top 5 spots. Franklin on lap number 1 will be 12-9-0. It'll go to 11th quick and a 12 drivers. And Scott on lap number 2 will go 12-4-2-6. It'll put him 7th quick.
So just missed it.
And Franklin, 13.078 on lap number 2. He'll remain 11th quick with his first lap time of 12.90. So we got 12 drivers of 18 already qualified. Got 6 more. Donald McIntosh on the bubble.
Coming out next in the B44 car from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the Brewer Brothers Racing H&H Lumber Capital Race car for Grayson Brewer. And in the B00 from Newport, Tennessee, the Henry Trucking, Cantrell Trucking machine for Josh Henry.
So Brewer on the gas. Green flag is out, coming around to complete lap number 1. Looking for a 12-3-9 or better. Lap number 1 will be 12-6-4-6. Not going to do it. Henry will go 13.08. That'll put him 13th quick and have to improve on that. As Brewer will come around 12-6-86. He'll remain 8th quick. Henry on lap number 2 will go 12-8-9-1. That'll improve just a little bit. He'll go to 12th quick for the B00.
So Donald McIntosh hanging on to the bump spot, 5th quick at 12.397. Next 2 cars coming out, the H17 car from Santa Fe, Tennessee. It'll be Stephen Holcomb. In the J8 car from Winchester, Tennessee, the Riggs Drilling Solutions Longhorn for Jaden Frame. Getting down to our last 4 cars in Group B.
Green flag is out for Stephen Holcomb in car number 17. Jaden Frame coming around to take the green flag as well. Have 2 more to qualify after this one. We'll be all said and done. Holcomb will go 13-5-7-6. He'll go 15th quick. Frame on lap number 1, 12-4-3-3. That'll put him 8th quick. Lap number 2 for Holcomb will be 13-4-0-5. He'll remain 16th quick. And Frame will go 12-4-5-2. He'll remain 8th quick with a 12-4-3 on his first lap.
Last 2 cars staged and ready. Donald McIntosh, you better get your rally cap on. This is going to be some drama. Next 2 cars coming out. And car number 96 out of Benton, Kentucky with 1 win on the season. In the Colton Farms Longhorn, it'll be Tanner English. And in car number 97 from Thompson, Georgia, the TriStar Engines and Transmissions, Malley, Budweiser Rocket for little sexy Cody Overton. Here we go.
Cody Overton debuting a brand new Rocket chassis here this weekend. One of the World of Outlaw Rookie of the Year contenders is English, 12-3-1. He'll go 4th quick. Into the top 5, Overton on lap number 1, 12-6-1. That will put him 10th quick. English on lap number 2, 12-6-5, but he'll remain 4th quick. Overton trying to pick up the pace on lap number 2. Final driver to qualify, 12-4-99. Not going to do it. He'll go 10th quick. And just like that, Roby, qualifying has come to an end.
And your fast qualifier overall tonight in the 212 car out of Florence, Alabama. You see him on the screen. The Zippy Auto Sales Morris Brothers Construction Rocket with a J. Dickens power plant under the hood. 11.944 for Josh Putnam.
Almost 0.3 of a second faster than your second fastest qualifier in the group for the 212 of Josh Putnam. He said he really loves the Thunderhill Raceway, knows how to get around here. He's won quite a few times, and he goes quick time with the My Race Pass qualifying here tonight to pick up that award and make his way into the show for the 30-lap main event coming up here later on tonight.
Brandon Overton second quick in car number 11. Third quick goes to the 12 car, Ashton Winger. Tanner English, car number 96, fourth quick. And Zach Mitchell just squeezes in to the top 5 in car number 57. So those 5 drivers, they'll get ready for the 30-lap $5,000 to win feature event. That'll be the second feature out